It's time for Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. Rams basketball on WMIX and the free Section 618 app is powered by People's National Bank. Watch most games on the WMIX Sports YouTube channel, thanks to Allstate agent Paul Shields. Mount Vernon Rams basketball is also presented in part by Munkin Toyota, Country Financial agent Josh Finley, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Hewley & Newell Funeral Homes, Michael Croshan, Edward Jones, Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon, State Farm agent Tony Wilt, the Egyptian Spine Clinic, Walgreens Distribution Center, Culver's of Mount Vernon, SSM Health Good Samaritan Hospital, Bean Insurance, Casa Raya Mexican Restaurant, SI Tile and Carpet Supply, Mount Vernon Quick Lube, Hannigan and McGovern Attorneys at Law, Joe's Pizza and Pasta, Hall Insurance Group, and Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon. We take you to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. Mount Vernon Rams basketball starts now.
The Mount Vernon Rams take us to Belleville tonight for a non-conference action with the Althoff Crusaders. Good evening, I'm Chris Hugo. Hank Evans alongside Jeff Crow with us in the Orthopedic Center broadcast booth. Shauna Pugh back at the Mount Vernon studio taking care of things on 94.1 WMIX tonight as the Rams battle the 8-2 Crusaders. They come off a big win last night over conference foe Maryville Christian. Rather lopsided win in that. The Rams coming in off a non-conference win over Miller Career Academy. And tonight as we join your Landers Toy and Collision Center's pregame show, big or small, Landers fixes them all. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. Hammer for this Rams team, obviously coming off a big win last night, a team that they were obviously well prepared for. They executed Tim Holloway's game plan nearly to a T. But you get a bit of a different look tonight. An Althoff team, former conference nemesis, now a non-conference game on a Saturday, used to coming over here on a Friday, and so many intangibles to this one, but we have the making for a good one on the floor.
And what you got is two very hot teams right now. As you got Althoff's won 6 in a row, coincidentally getting their football players back, who we'll talk about quite a bit more. And Mount Vernon righted the ship after a couple losses over Thanksgiving. They're rolling with 5 wins in a row, including a win over Centralia about 8 days ago.
Yeah, and for the Rams, I think what we're continuing to see is that defensively as a team, they're getting better. We knew about Marlon Price coming into the season, and he's able to fit like a glove on usually the leading scorer for the opposition. But now you're starting to see more block shots out of Cale Maurer, more rebounds out of Cale Maurer. You're starting to see Trevor McClure block some shots. You're starting to see everybody all over the floor at any given time. Dave Barnes, of course, included, Brogan Holloway. But for this Ram team, they're finding a way to play together, limiting teams defensively, but also even when they get in a rut, they're able to shoot themselves out of it.
And I think if Mount Vernon's going to win this game tonight, what you talked about will have to happen. Their advantage is going to be size-wise, especially at the rim. So we'll see if Barnes, Maurer can alter some of these shots tonight.
We certainly will. We have plenty more to discuss on this Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame show. We're going to sneak out for a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll talk about the obvious and maybe not so obvious about the Althoff Crusaders. It's coming up next. This is Rams basketball from WMIX and the Section 618 app.
There's only so much time in the day. That's why People's National Bank makes banking easy and convenient with PNB To Go mobile banking. PNB To Go allows you to deposit checks, pay bills, transfer money between accounts, view your statements, turn your debit card off and on, and much more, all on your smartphone. It truly is banking at your fingertips with PNB To Go mobile banking. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a lost bee that found my way into your car. Now that I'm in here, good luck getting me out.
I think it's gone. Wait, no, it's in my hair.
And if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, well, this could be quite a sticky situation. So get Allstate.
Contact your local Allstate agent, Paul Shields, today to see how you can save.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
If you are looking for a new career, Walgreens Distribution Center in Mount Vernon is hiring. Walgreens offers an excellent benefits package, competitive pay, on-site health clinic, 401k, performance bonuses, shift differentials, full-time employment, and maintenance technician openings. Plus, they have walk-in Wednesdays every Wednesday from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. No appointment necessary. Walgreens is an equal opportunity employer and welcomes individuals with diverse talents and backgrounds. Walgreens promotes and supports a drug-free workplace.
Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois welcomes Dr. Anthony Garino, a pain management physician specializing in all procedures of the spine. For over 25 years, Dr. Garino has helped thousands of patients live a higher quality of life through cutting-edge treatment and his personalized approach to pain management. Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is changing the face of back and neck care. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Garino, call the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois at 618-242-3778 or visit them online at orthocenter-si.com.
Back to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX.
Back here in Belleville, Althoff, the shot center, the Mount Vernon Rams and the Althoff Crusaders non-conference battle here tonight. 8-2 are the Crusaders coming in. Most of the pub goes to De'Air Hill Jr., the Centralia native who played at Vashon and then transferred to Althoff. Ultimately ends up winning a state title in Class 1A in the sport of football and will go to Oregon next year, the Big Ten champion. To play collegiate football. So the publicity probably shifts there, but I think a lot of people get lost on Bryden Grismala and his 21 points per game.
Yeah, and Trevor McClure, I believe, will draw the assignment on him at least to start the game, and we were talking on the way over. This guy's not being talked about enough. It's not flashy. I wouldn't say he's a flashy player, but he's able to score at all three levels, and you just go through his stat line. 57% shooter from two-point range, 42% from three, and then makes 82% of his free throws. So, you know, it's kind of a quiet 21 points a game, but every night you look up and there he is.
Well, I think the thing that also gets lost in the shuffle, and a guy that I was somewhat impressed with, if I remember right, in the SSM Health WMIX shootout, conveniently we did the Althoff Bree Central game. Zach Winkler, I think, is averaging double figures per game too. So actually, as it stands, De'Air Hill Jr. is the third scorer for this Althoff team. Now, missed a few games due to the football state championship, understandable. Curious to see what kind of difference he may have made, if any, against undefeated Mount Zion and now 7-2 Lincoln. Their two losses on the year. But you look at their wins against their opponents, a combined record of 42-41. So the Gateway Metro Conference, of which they are relatively new members, probably not doing them any favors. But then you look at the resume, and you see that win against Bree Central on a neutral floor. You see that win, I believe, at Centralia earlier in the season. And so that's where it kind of becomes confusing, and where for guys like us, tough to figure out. Maybe this is more of an even matchup. Maybe it's a little bit more geared towards Althoff on their home floor, or maybe it plays right in the hands of the Mount Vernon Rams.
And, you know, very likely Mount Vernon might be one of the best teams they've faced so far this year. And then they go to Collinsville, so they'll be tested there. And then I know, you know, down the stretch they play several of the Southwest Conference teams. So they'll be tested. But, yeah, their conference, they're going to win every game by 40 or so. Just how it's going to be this particular season.
Well, without a doubt. And when you're talking about the Gateway Metro, and no disrespect whatsoever intended, Alton Marquette, Christ Rock Lutheran, Metro East Lutheran, Father McGivney, and Maryville Christian, who was the victim last night. Some upstarts in there in Maryville Christian and Father McGivney, but some schools that have been back and forth on the basketball spectrum, such as Marquette, Christ Rock, and Metro East Lutheran. And for Althoff, still with a little bit of South 7 rub, of course, having played in the conference up until the year before last. Still playing a tough schedule, yeah, night in and night out in the Gateway Metro. They're going to be favored heavily.
Yeah, and, you know, when they got out of South 7, obviously there's the enrollment issues, but they were kind of on the down. They were a little less talented, I'll say. Well, now you got a group of, I'll call them athletes. You got state championship in soccer in the fall. There are two, Winkler and Smith. Those are two starters on the soccer team. One was a goalie. You got two of the football players, Lieb and, of course, De'Air Hill. And then the icing on the cake, Grismala, is the leader and everything for them.
Oh, without a doubt. If you want to talk all things Althoff, I don't think Skip Birdsong's getting paid enough. He won state title last spring with girls, fall with the boys, and soccer a dominant sport here now at Althoff High School, as it kind of has been. They just hadn't won that coveted state trophy. We need to take another break on this Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame show. When we come back, we'll have your Munkin Toyota keys to the game and so much more. Stay tuned to us here on 94.1 WMIX. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Landers Towing and Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem are the #1 collision repair facilities in Southern Illinois.
Our Mount Vernon facility has moved to our new location, the old Dobbs Building at 2325 Benton Road in Mount Vernon.
Celebrating 35 years with a brand new state-of-the-art facility,
Landers is ICAR Gold Class certified collision repair facility using only state-of-the-art technology to get you back on the road.
Stop by our new location, Route 37 South in Mount Vernon, or call 1-888-LANDER.
Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon is an affordable assisted lifestyle community providing apartments for seniors 65 and older. Residents will enjoy private one-bedroom or studio apartments with amenities including weekly housekeeping, laundry service, 3 meals a day, medication assistance, and 24-hour staffing and assistance. Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon, an equal housing opportunity. Leave worries behind and move forward with Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon. Stop by and tour this awesome community today.
Ho, ho, ho. These 24s gotta go. Hi, this is Roger Collins. It's a year-end blowout at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon, and we're pricing 25 vehicles to move, most at invoice pricing. 8 Toyota Tacomas with 3.99% financing for 60 months, 2 Corolla hybrids with $1,700 off, and 2 Prius hybrids that must go. Hurry before they're gone. The clock is ticking on these incredible deals. Visit Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon or check out munkintoyotamountvernon.com today, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
It's true, many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than preparing for retirement. But if you think your retirement deserves more attention, Edward Jones financial advisor Michael Croshan can help. Together with Edward Jones and Michael Croshan, you can give your long-term retirement strategy the attention it deserves. Stop by his office at 1726 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Follow us on social media at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball.
94.1 WMIX, or you're watching live on the WMIX Sports YouTube tonight. We are on a cellular hotspot tonight for our internet, trying to push out 1080p at 60 frames a second. So our apologies if any issues tonight, but so far, so good for the WMIX Sports YouTube channel. Chris Hugo, Hank Evans alongside. They've stopped the warm-up clock, which is good because we tend to get a little long-winded together. So before we get to the Munkin keys of the game, let's talk about the Mount Vernon Rams. Last night, I know you weren't able to be there, but last night, a team that struggled with the free throw late, coming off a Friday night before. We won't talk about the dominant performance of Effingham. They're a little down this year. But then you make 8 straight from Trevor McClure, final minute 30 to win against Centralia. And so I guess my point in all of that is that in the midst of this 5-game winning streak, this is a Mount Vernon team that has found a way to do whatever they need to do at the time to get that win.
And I think you got players that have playing varsity for the first time, learning what their roles are, And at the end of the game, McClure's going to get the ball in his hands with Mount Vernon leading, and that's who you want to have it, him, Maurer. And then, your secondary scores, that's key.
Absolutely. And, of course, Dave Barnes, technically the team's leading scorer, but he and Cale Maurer each with 18 unofficially last night. Trevor McClure had 11, and they had 6 each from Page and Price. And if you would have told me the Rams were going to get a win without a Broken Holloway three-pointer at all, I would have been very shocked. And so when you can win with arguably your best shooter limited, it's a pretty good W. And so that said, the Rams are probably going to need him tonight.
I think Page has given Mount Vernon some really good minutes, and I thought in the Centralia game, Pro came off the bench and gave some valuable minutes,
yes.
And they can hit a shot too. I think that makes it tough to guard.
Without a doubt. Of course, keys to the game are furnished by Munkin Toyota, your home for the lifetime powertrain warranty. You have peace of mind knowing that you're protected against the cost of covered breakdowns for some of your vehicle's most important parts. Find out more at munkintoyotamountvernon.com. What are the keys to a Ram win tonight?
Grismala, he's just going to get his 20. I pretty much accepted that fact. So you want to try to slow down Hill and Winkler. Hill, you got to try to keep him from getting to the rim. If he makes some step-back threes on you, you just kind of tip your hat. Offensively, Mount Vernon, their advantage is going to be at the rim, and we'll look and see how they choose to guard or who guards Maurer. You might see them try to post him up some because he'll have a couple inches on whoever it is.
Well, yeah, definitely a height advantage here for the King City for sure. Of course, peace of mind comes standard with Toyota Care. You're covered with maintenance and roadside assistance for 2 years or 25,000 miles. Ask about longer protection with Toyota Care Plus. Find out more at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon. Looks like there's time to slip in a Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard update right quick. We'll get to the starting lineups after the national anthem and introduce your Heritage Woods Mount Vernon officials of the game. A score that really I took notice of was Sacred Heart Griffin beat Chatham Glenwood today 59-55. The Titans are now 5-4, and of course that is the Ram week one. Come on. The Ram opener at the Centralia Holiday Tournament. So they beat East St. Louis, which is now a mystery to me, an enigma. But the Glenwood Titans fall to Sacred Heart Griffin today.
And I don't know what to make of them. And, they've got some puzzling, head-scratching losses, and today might be one. And then the opener of the season against Urbana, definitely a team that's usually not all that good. but then they beat East St. Louis pretty handily. So what I do know, it's a good football program, so I assume, just looking at their scores, they're going to bring a physical battle at 9 a.m. on Thursday, I believe.
The day after Christmas is the only way I can associate it right now. I don't know which day of the week it is. I know it's December the 26th at CHD. Waltonville beat Red Hills 76-44 today. Benton all over Carmi White County 67-38. Those two latter winners are, of course, undefeated. Nashville beats Carterville 47-44. Olney and Rob Flanagan a 55-47 win over Monticello at the Greenville Shootout. Pinckneyville beats T-Town 53-38. That's a brief look at the Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard tonight. Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent of Mount Vernon. Look for the red State Farm Jeep around town and see how you can get to a better state with State Farm. We're going to pause to pay tribute to country with prayer here at Althoff Shot Center. We'll take a quick break and come back to your Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Joe's Pizza and Pasta in Mount Vernon caters every special occasion, from weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, baby and bridal showers, to graduations, reunions, office parties, or any special event where you need to feed a crowd of 5 to 500 plus. Impress your guests with amazing Italian dishes from the Trupiano family's secret recipes. And if you need a space to host the party, Joe's can fit 80 to 100 people in their gorgeous newly renovated party room. Order joes.com to start planning your perfect party menu today with the people's choice for parties, Joe's Pizza and Pasta in Mount Vernon.
Hi, I'm Marty with Huey and Newell Funeral Homes. No one wants to stay where the pain is. Our natural instinct is to fix it or make it go away. There are some kinds of pain that never completely leave. They can, however, change over time. We're here to help your family begin a healing process and to help you see there's light that shines through the darkness. We are Huey and Newell Funeral Homes, showing compassion and helping others find hope now and many years to come.
When you are injured or in pain, the last thing you want to do is wait in the ER. For those times, you don't necessarily need the emergency room. Come to Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Ortho Express, open Monday through Friday from 8 until 4 at 4121 Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon. Get highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners providing the care you need quickly and with savings of up to 80% compared to the ER. Call the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois at 618-242-3778 or visit them online at orthocenter-si.com.
Stop searching for your own insurance. You have too much on your plate. Just one call to Hall Insurance, and they'll find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it's home, auto, renters, boat, motorcycle, your business, whatever you need coverage on, they'll do the work for you. Then call you back with a quote, most times in the same day. Call 618-244-7500 or visit hallinsgroup.com. Hall Insurance Group, your independent insurance agency in Mount Vernon. hallinsgroup.com.
Streaming worldwide on the Section 618 app. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
94.1 WMIX and the Section618.com mobile app. You can also watch us live on the WMIX Sports Twitter. Not the Twitter, the YouTube. Wrong social tonight. Glad to be with you from Belleville, the Shot Center on the campus of Althoff Catholic High School. I'm Chris Hugo. Hank Evans alongside. We're ready for the Hall Insurance Group starting lineups. Hall Insurance Group. You can log on to hallinsgroup.com. Get a quote fast. That's hallinsgroup.com. I'll meet whoever you give me, Hank. What's any of them. Whatever you want to do.
All right.
Dealer's choice.
First for the Mount Vernon Rams, they come in 6-2. They'll go with a 6'2 senior guard, number 1, Brogan Holloway. A 6'2 senior guard, number 4, Marlon Price. And a third guard, 6'1 sophomore, 15, Trevor McClure. The big guys will be a key part of this game. 6'6 junior, 24, Cale Maurer, and a 6'4 sophomore, number 30, Dave Barnes. Tim Holloway's in his 5th season already, hard to believe. Seems like yesterday was his first season. Tim Holloway, the head coach at Mount Vernon. And for the 8-2 Althoff Crusaders, coached by Greg Lieb, 27th season. They'll go with a 6' senior guard, number 1, Bryden Gersmala. A 6'2 junior guard, number 10, Luke Smith. And a 6'1 senior, number 22, De'Aaron Hill Jr. And a 6'1 senior, number 25, Zach Winkler. And the big guy, the 6'5 senior center, number 33, Patton Lieb. The officials for tonight's game are Sean Carver from Edwardsville, Asanen Rollins, Belleville, I butchered that name, and Mike Brasher, Wood River.
Esiason Rollins by chance?
Yes,
Sonny
how about
Rollins,
that one?
former O'Fallon quarterback that should have gone to Mount Vernon, but that's here nor there.
Okay, see? You
Yeah,
tied
there
it
we
all
go.
together. You
We
bailed me
did.
out of a
Pretty-
jam.
Pretty little bow. They're officials for tonight's game, sponsored by Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon. We appreciate Brett Hall and Hall Insurance Group. Of course, Brett, a Mount Vernon Township High School Sports Hall of Famer, sponsors our starting lineups. You can get a quote fast. HallInsGroup.com. HallInsGroup.com. So when I was so stoked about our new broadcast position here, and so I moved the table down a little bit further, and I was very excited. And then I look up during the national anthem, and I see the speaker, and I'm like, oh, not smart.
Yeah.
So that's why I was kind of distracted and sending it to you for the starting lineups, and I was like, what is going on? But here we are. There they are. The Rams are in their away black. Althoff in their home whites, navy and gold trim. And let's see. For the Rams, of course, that orange and white trim. Our stream is okay. There we go. We'll get underway. The tip will be into the backcourt from the Ram perspective. And picked up by Luke Smith. He'll have it in the backcourt, left-hand dribble as he stymies toward the the half line with 10 seconds gone in this one. No score yet. Rams and Althoff. It is De'Air Hill Jr. on the point. Now to the top for Patton Lee. Left-hand dribble for the coach's son. He'll go short corner. De'Air Hill into the paint against the defender. Draws the quick foul. Smart play there by Hill. He'll get to the line to shoot a pair.
And just that's a matchup. Maybe Althoff's going to attack here early, and Price gets in foul trouble. We'll see who switches on Hill.
Of course, we told you the Rams will play the Chatham-Glenwood Titans at 9 o'clock on what is Thursday, December the 26th, now confirmed. 9 o'clock a.m. We'll have it for you on 94.1 WMIX. No video stream, obviously, from Centralia. Myself and Spot. Steve Spatansky will have the CHT for you, any game the Rams are in. 1-2 for De'Air Hill at the free throw line. 1-0 Crusaders on top. That is our Walgreens Distribution Center first score of the quarter. All of the Rams action here on WMIX is presented by People's National Bank. Holloway across the timeline to the right wing for Price. Got a back cut down low to draw attention away from Holloway. He'll take the pass and give it right back to Barnes. Left wing. Left-hand dribble, trying to work into the paint off a spin. Free throw line, pivots back, leans in for the shot that's no good.
It's not a good shot.
Going the other way in transition, De'Air Hill off the pass. Ooh, nice delay as he'll go to the wing for Winkler. Gets a runner. Winkler gives the Crusaders a 3-0 lead. Rams quickly in transition, a minute in. 3-zip. Marlon Price pulling a China shot, but will get the foul. I believe they'll give him the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Like to see Marlon start shooting the free throws a little better. Struggled to start the year.
We're in the Orthopedic Center broadcast booth. They have a long-standing tradition of superior orthopedic care. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. orthocenter-si.com. Price first free throw good. Cuts it to 2. He can make it a 1-point game if he can knock down the second free throw. Again, we're back at it December the 26th, 9 o'clock. Rams in Glenwood from the Centralia Holiday Tournament. Second free throw good. Then 24 hours from that, the Lady Rams tip off the Benton Rangerette Christmas Classic, trying to win that thing again for like the fourth or fifth straight time. They'll have the Benton Junior Varsity on the 27th at 9 a.m. on AM 940 and 96.5 FM.
They'll win that one.
Should. 6:48 left. If not, it's upset at the Century, as we'll get a bucket off a left-hand lay-in by, I believe, De'Air Hill.
Yes, it certainly was. Got to make him use his right hand.
Just like that, it is 5-2 Crusaders. Holloway was looking for the pass. It was swatted out. Barnes recovers up top for the Rams. 5-2 score. Althoff on top here this road game. Cale Maurer not scared. Takes a 3, no good. Put back coming. Price leans in off the window, no. Got his own board, and now we'll clear it out. He'll dribble beyond the arc. Double back off a dribble. Bounce pass now to Barnes on the right sideline.
I'd like to see Maurer get it on the block against Lieb. I think that's a matchup to exploit.
Trevor McClure pulls up from 18. It's no good. Rebound will go to De'Air Hill. Drops one off for Grismala. We haven't seen a lot of him tonight, but we are now. He'll kick it into the corner. Smith a 3 on the way. Good. Great look for Luke Smith and the Crusaders. 8-2. That's an SI Talent Carbon Supply 3-ball, our first of the night for either side. The Rams' only offense so far, a couple of free throws. And now timeout, Tim Holloway. That wasn't going anywhere on the right sideline in front of the noisy Althoff bench, and give them a lot of credit. forcing the Rams into a timeout.
Yeah, Grismala drives there, draws the help, and then found the open man, and probably can't help off Luke Smith.
SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, advanced care close to home in the King City. That is definitely Sonny Rollins. Former O'Fallon quarterback, now our official tonight, grew up for part of his life at Mount Vernon, and then kind of got the last lap in football. Week 2, I think it was either 08 or 09, handled the Rams pretty good.
Yeah. Looks like he can still play.
He's in great shape, it looks like.
Which is what you like to see in this type of game. All three officials look to be great at physical condition.
8-2 scores. We get back to this one out of the SSM Health timeout. Trevor McClure off of the inbound. He's in the backcourt, met with Grismala. Pass across to Barnes. Barnes trying to work against Hill. Over to Price, sets the screen. Now to the arc for Mallard, Holloway. Brogan looking for the shot, can't get it. McClure, Trevor wants a 3. No, back iron. Rebound, Price goes right back up with it. Good. I should say he had a jump stop after the board, then put it back up, 8-4.
That's the second offensive rebound for Price.
Second chance points for MP4. That's the Ram total. They're also down 4, 8-4. 5:06 left in the first quarter. Grismala 3, good. Count it from the far arc. 11-4 on the SI Talent Carpet Supply 3-ball. 7-point lead. It's a 3-possession game here. The Rams staring a 7-point disadvantage in the face. As Barnes working off of the wing, trying to get inside. Nope, stolen away. Tried to throw to McClure. Grismala, the steal, goes length to the floor. High layup.
Wow.
Good. Cleared the height of Cale Maurer, and it's 13-4.
Well, any questions we had about Althoff, they've been answered here in about
sir.
the first 3.5 minutes. I think Maurer's got to be the guy here against Lieb.
And now McClure from Maurer goes baseline up. Good. Nice play off of the window. Trevor McClure, his first points of the night. It's 13-6. And the Rams trying to come back. PeoplesNationalBank.com to find your nearest PNB location or ATM. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Smith going to hand off to Hill. Now to the left side. Winkler drops off Grismala. Off a screen. Winkler up top. Step back. Now to Lieb, the lefty, who's dribbling right-handed. I feel like he shoots left. Yeah, there it is. That one-handed baby hook. It's no good. It's like I've seen this kid for years. He's also lost a lot of baby fat.
Yeah, he looks different than he did a year ago.
Yes, sir. Hopefully getting some football looks as a lineman. As a corner 3, good by Brogan Holloway out of the right corner. Cuts it to 4. It's 13-9 on the SI Talent Carpet Supply 3. Video stream presented by Paul Shields, your Mount Vernon All-State agent, 2100 Broadway in the King City. Deep 3, Grismala. Yeah, wow. Yes, sir.
I said he'd get his 20. He's got 8 already.
As I say, he just said that's 8, Hugo.
Yeah.
16-9 score, 7-point game, 3:18 remaining here in the first. Rams down and certainly not out. Just need to get some stops and some points. Decent crowd on hand for a Saturday night before Christmas at Althoff. We have never seen this game on a Saturday night since I've been doing games, as Holloway misses a 3, but the rebound, Maurer throws out to Trevor, 3, good. Right arc 3 for Trevor McClure, and it's down to 4, 16-12. SI Talent Carpet Supply 3. Grismala, don't tempt him from the volleyball line, behind the back dribble. Looking to work inside, kicks corner. Oh, no, Winkler open. No good from 3. Patton Lieb, rebound, coming from behind. Hill, yes. Just a great play off a rebound for the Crusaders. 18-12 score, 2:32 left in the first. If you've ever been injured on the job, call Hannigan and McGovern, 618-241-9251. Experience you can count on, a reputation you can trust. Bad pass again into the passing lane. Winkler to the bucket. Yep. 20-8, and a 4-point deficit is now 8 for the Rams. 20-12, I should say. Maurer off of the right wing, looks underneath, back cut Price. He's on the right block, slips out to the wing. 2 to play, first quarter. Chris Hugo, Hank Evans alongside as Maurer battling Lieb. To the top, Barnes. Barnes looking left for McClure. Trevor lost it at his feet, picks up, takes a 3 anyway, no good, too long. And the rebound will go the other way. Dier Hill with it. Going to the right, Grismala. Trying to ball fake, pump fake, head fake, now dribble drive. Filthy. Back to the outside for Dier Hill with 1:34 left. We're in the first quarter from Belleville. Althoff 20, Rams 12. Splitting the difference and then going opposite hand off of the right block. Dier Hill another bucket. And it is 22-12. That lead is 10, and Tim Holloway does not like what he sees. He'll burn his second time out of the quarter, presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital.
See, for me, Maurer, there's no reason for him to be out there worried about that screen. I think he can play a one-man zone. You don't really have to guard Lieb.
The boy he's guarding Maurer. Lieb, has improved so much on the defensive end.
Yeah, he's a non-scorer, so
it's just incredible to see.
There's going to be a defensive change here. I don't know if they'll go zone, but there's a quickness issue here. Althoff's quicker at a couple key positions.
We told you this timeout presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital. Let's see. Here somewhere. SSM Health, personalized care to the local communities close to home. Good Samaritan Hospital. 22-12, 10-point game. A minute 27 remains in the first. Timeout will be over here. Tim Holloway still feverishly going over a game plan with his team.
And the biggest worries have came true. Hill's getting to the rim at will. I think you'll see Maurer maybe kind of play a one-man zone. Try to protect the rim.
Going to have to see something.
Something different. There's going to be a change.
A length of the floor inbound here for Mount Vernon out of the timeout. Brogan Holloway going to leave for Lucas Shelby Jr.
It's like Shelby, Page, and Pro in the game.
And now Page off the wing. Has a seam to get to the bucket. He's looking for the slam, and he's fouled on the way. He'll have to settle for 2 free throws.
And as football players typically do, Lieb got his money's worth on that one.
But the energy from Page already.
Page is going to throw it down.
Could add a different element here as we're going to see some Althoff subs for the first time tonight. Second free throw in and out. Looks like Brown, Conway, and Kyle Johnson into the game for the Crusaders. 22-12 in the midst of free throws from JP. See if Page can make the second after missing the first. It's in route. It's in and out, no good. Rebound Althoff. Well, needed those, but that's okay. Minute 12 remains in the first quarter. Grismala with it to the corner. Good fake there by Conway. He throws it back out. Grismala wants another long three, and that one's going to rim out. Rebound, Jake Page. Didn't tip it. Got his hands all over it and grabbed it. Now the Rams have possession with less than a minute to play in the first. Bounce pass to Page off of the wing. Right-hand dribble here, top of the key. Looking for free throw line. Goes to Pro on the wing. Between the leg dribble for Brogan. Goes off to Shelby. He stops high post. Kicks out. Pro three. No, short. Rebound for Johnson of the Crusaders going the other way. Presented by People's National Bank. Step up three, I should say, from Deer Hill Jr. Didn't step back, didn't step forward, just stepped and went up. Knocked it down. SI Talent Carbon Supply 3. Ooh, boy. Crusaders are legit.
Ranked 6, depending on what ranking, 6, 7, and 2A. I highly doubt they're 5 or 6 teams better.
I prefer my eyes, as far as rankings are concerned. I'm a believer now. I was not in the shootout. I will not lie. That's coming off the top here. We're going to have a push from behind.
I believe that'll be Grismala.
Nope, they're going to go double ones there. They're going to go Jeremiah Conway, it looks like. Huh. I thought the same thing you did, and with 3 seconds left, Shelby will check out, and I don't see a Ram. Looks like maybe McClure snuck back in. Yeah, he's the inbounder. 3 seconds left, 25-12. Rams trailing here toward the end of the first. It's to Holloway. Sidestep three. Nope, short off of the front iron. And that will take us to the end of the first. After one in Bell Vegas, the Althoff Crusaders 25, the Mount Vernon Rams 12. We'll come back with the second. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Looking for a bank that fits your lifestyle? Discover People's National Bank, where convenience meets value. With mobile banking services, you can manage your finances anytime, anywhere. Enjoy free checking with no hidden fees, competitive mortgage loans to help you find your dream home, and specialized ag and commercial products to give you an advantage in managing your business. Experience banking made easy and affordable. Visit People's National Bank today and see the difference. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. When someone asks, when is the best time to start saving for retirement? Edward Jones financial advisor Michael Croshan's answer is always simple. It's today. Michael Croshan, your Mount Vernon Edward Jones financial advisor, helps you build a plan for your ideal retirement by identifying your unique goals and helping keep you on track to achieve them. The sooner you get started, the better. Call his Mount Vernon office at 618-244-5990 to schedule an appointment. Edward Jones. Member SIPC.
Watch the Rams in stunning high definition at WMIXsports.com. Powered by Paul Shields Allstate Insurance.
We head to the second here at the Schott Center. Of course, named after Glenn Schott, the football coach who won 3 state titles. Not 3 straight, 3 state titles as the head coach of Althoff football. Rams start with the basketball in the second, down 25-12 against Althoff, and now they throw to the left wing for Jake Page. Bounce pass to Maurer off the left wing. Slides one into the paint, but at the feet of Barnes. Turnover Rams. And now coming off of here. Good jump stop. Ooh. Fakes a pass and then launches a shot to Stephen Brown with the rebound to Cale Maurer. Maybe the Rams can get something together here down at Baker's dozen. Backdoor lob, but it's too strong. Leads Page out of traffic and throws to Price, who goes for a layup. Wow. That was a broken play that ended beautifully. As it's 2 more for Marlon Price, and it's 25-14.
6 for Marlon Price.
Pretty big night so far. Up top, De'Aaron Hill. Looks to the right. Johnson into the corner. 3 on the way coming from number 11, Conway. It's no good. Rebound will be tipped, and it's right to David Barnes. 7:02 left in the half. 25-14 ball game. JP for 3. Yes.
Big shot.
Great shot. Out of the corner. Rams down 8. First score of each quarter presented by Walgreens Distribution Center. Grismala has it beyond the arc. Shelby all over him. Bounces one right at the circle for Brown. Now to De'Aaron Hill. Contested 3 for Hill is no good. Rebound Marlon.
I want to keep an eye on this Shelby-Grismala matchup.
Yeah.
That might be
I think we're going the same place.
Yeah.
Just watching.
I kind of like that possession there on defense.
Shelby now bounce pass to Price. Off of the wing, looking around. Going to have to go to Shelby up right. 6:18 left in the first half. The action presented by People's National Bank, including Shelby to the bucket right here. Unkind iron as it's off of the back. But he creates an opportunity to get himself to the free throw line.
Tell you what, I like what I'm seeing from Shelby. He makes Mount Vernon much quicker.
Tonight's video stream brought to you by Paul Shields, your Allstate insurance agent. If you haven't shopped for insurance in a while, give Paul a call, 618-241-0551. Second quarter action here. It is now. Sorry, my mouse got caught. It's 25-18 as Shelby makes the first free throw. 6:15 mark, second quarter. Chris Hugo, Hank Evans alongside Jeff Crow with the camera here in the Orthopedic Center broadcast booth. Shauna Pugh back at the Mount Vernon studio as L.J. Shelby knocks down a pair of free throws, and it's a 6-point game, 25-19.
7-0 run here in 2 minutes.
They will take it. Smith, Grismala, now to the left for Winkler. Has Patton Lieb up top. That's going to be poked away by the Rams. Last touch, Winkler pleads his case to no avail, and the Rams will force a turnover. Right-hand dribble here for Shelby. Into the corner. Page, wide open 3. Nope, a little long, out of the reach of Price on the rebound. Grismala almost ran right into Shelby, but gets across. Shot's going to be blocked by Maurer. Rebound Shelby. He's into traffic. Stolen away. Layup and one. Layup by De'Aaron Hill after the steal.
This is going to be a problem because they called a foul off the ball. Althoff may very well get the ball out of bounds here.
Oh, goodness. I wondered.
It's going to be, the basket's going to be good. I know Tim's not going to like it, but that's, by rule, this is correct.
I like how you've added officiating to your resume.
Oh, man, not good officiating.
Hopefully it only helps get you back here with some, you can do more of that. Referee analysis. As this is going to be out of the corner by Grismala off of the rebound. It's no good. Coming around the other way now. Barnes off a spin. Into the block. No good. Blocking foul to the line to shoot two. Will go Dave Barnes, creating an opportunity. He's scoreless tonight, unofficially.
That's the second foul on Lieb.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. Of course, they offer on-site MRI to all patients, including outside referrals. First free throw, no good. Rams struggled in that department down the stretch last night in what was a nice win over Miller Career Academy. Second free throw in or out. Good.
Lieb is going to stay in with 2 fouls, it looks like. Anytime he commits a foul, somebody hits the floor.
He's
a
worked on that physique. Yes,
he's a grown man.
Baby fat gone, muscle added, and that's a turnover on Althoff. Back cut there by Grismala, and Smith put a little too much on it. Wonder if he plays baseball in the spring. Now that I don't do Rams baseball anymore, I have no idea if he does or not. Before, I could have told you.
I don't know if Mount Vernon plays them anymore.
May not. Why wouldn't it? Up top. No commentary necessary. Yeah. Pro, gonna, look for the pass inside, stolen away. Going the other way, off block. Smith, layup, good. 29-20, they stretch it to 9 with 5:03 remaining here in the first half. Join Casa Raya before or after the game for great food, great atmosphere, great drinks, and exceptional service, as we're going to have a foul away from the ball.
That might be the third. Yep, third foul on Lieb. Now we'll see who checks Maurer.
29-20 the score, 4:57 left in the second quarter. Off of the baseline, here comes the inbound from L.J. Shelby. Oh, nice play. Trying to curl around back door there and wing it to Maurer, but it's tipped out of bounds. I think it stays with the Rams.
Yeah. Maurer needs a touch this time down.
When you experience the loss of a loved one, trust Huey Funeral Home to guide you in honoring their life. HueyFH.com for more information on how Huey Funeral Home is there to serve you. Quick inbound to Maurer, rolls it off the back of the iron and through. 2 more for Cale, and it's 29-22. Althoff has Smith on the far sideline.
Shelby's tremendous on defense. This has really changed the game.
4:40 left, second quarter. Smith slipped his man, wants a 3. It's too strong. Rebound, Page. Good box out there by Cale Maurer as well, and now Marlon Price will head across the timeline. Right-hand dribble, MP4. Let's see, that's DePro on the right side. Now to Price on the wing. 4:25 remaining here, first half. 7-point deficit for the Rams, a foul, maybe an illegal screen.
Yeah, I think they got Pro. Couldn't tell from here.
.22 left, second quarter, 29-22 score, 7-point game brewing here in Belleville. Link to the floor inbound for the Crusaders. De'Air Jr. with it off of the arc. 4:13 left in the second quarter. 7-point game, 29-22. Johnson to the right side for Grismala. Looking for a screen, goes the other way. Back into his defender, Shelby. And now, jump stop and a throw back to the outside. Grismala slips his man, jumper on the way, no good. Rebound for Hill. Kicks it back out. Winkler side steps, now dribble drives baseline into the paint. Johnson shot blocked Maurer, recovered by Althoff. Foot traffic there as it was a ball fake and thrown into the corner now. They look for Johnson, almost blocked from behind, but Johnson will get the bucket. It's 31-22. Still great defense that time by the Rams. Althoff just got around him late.
Yeah, Althoff responded after that Mount Vernon run.
9-point game, 3:28 left in the first half. Runner baseline. Ooh, almost goaltended, but not quite, and the Rams will miss an opportunity there. Price had a good effort, good tip-back try by Maurer, but it's an Althoff rebound, and Hill has it on the offensive end. Splits a double team, gets a hand check, and should be inbounding. Should be on the floor. Hopefully St. will get around to it someday. It's not your saving for retirement strategy. Turn someday into today with Edward Jones financial advisor Michael Croshen. 1726 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Barnes checks back in.
With 3:15 left in the first half, and we're going to have another call away from the basketball.
Got another bad screen, legal screen.
Congratulations, Milena Zadelis. This week's Josh Finley County Financial Ram of the Week. Offering insurance coverage to protect what matters most to you. Call Josh Finley at Country Financial, 618-242-4024.
Well, she fills out a stat sheet, don't she?
She does. Averages a double-double and wins against Centralia and Marion. 35 against the Wildcats. Lady Rams off to a hot start. 10-1 now on the year. 31-22 score here. Rams down 9, trying to get a 6-game winning streak going. Sits at 5 after last night's win as Price will go to Holloway for a big 3. If it goes, it's no good. Rebound the other way. With 2:45 left in the second quarter, 31-22 game, Grismala gets past his man and somehow gets one up and over Maurer. Rebound, the basketball loose. Should have our first jump ball. Should favor the Crusaders. So a 9-point game, as we'll see Winkler check out and Brown check in. Rams have Barnes, Maurer, Holloway, Shelby, and Price. With 2:35 remaining in the first half, 31-22 score. Bank with confidence at People's National Bank. With a range of services and dedicated support, they're here to help you every step of the way. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. To Johnson on the inbound, back to Smith here out of the near corner. Right-hand dribble around the perimeter. Bounce pass to Hill. Far wing he is, 2:26 left as he'll pop for a three, and one. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That wasn't a little flop action. Or the kick-out move. Can you replay it?
I didn't capture it, but I am watching the stream, which is behind us.
I mean, nonetheless.
He hip-checked him a little. I could see where you'd think it. 34-22, the lead is 12 with a chance to make it a 4-point play.
I still think that's a shot you're just going to have to live with.
Yeah, I mean, now, do I think that he put a little more gusto into falling? Absolutely.
Well, it worked.
It worked for Kent. It worked for.
Oh, Kent did it all the time.
It works. I mean, in the 90s, it was fine.
Yeah. What kind of shoes he wearing down there?
I have not seen those, but I want them. I also like patent leaves if we're asking, and we're talking about it. I do see some white and gold, maybe more high-top dunks. Those aren't necessarily Jordan 1s there on Grismala. They're nice, too. 2:17 left in the first half, 35-22 your score. I did look at those on the Dick's website, though, the ones that Hill has on, as we're going to have another foul on Barnes committed against Hill.
It's off the ball, and I guarantee you there's some chirping going on.
You would figure. Of course, that free throw was good a moment ago by De'Aaron Hill. It's 35-22 as we get the score updated on the screen on YouTube. 2:12 left here in the second quarter. Should be the last inbound. 4 team fouls. Oh, no, now they put 5 on the board.
Still not shooting. That's a team control.
There we go. Oh, you're right. Offensive.
Yeah.
There we go. Good job by the middle official to wave everybody off and say, dude, I got this. 2:08 left. I like communication.
Yeah.
But I'm personally terrible at it. Hill Jr. with the basketball. Off of the arc. Right-hand dribble. Ooh, pops for a deep three again. Misses that one. Rebound, Jake Page. Yes, sir. 1:56 left in the half. 35-22 ball game. Into the front court goes JP. Page, Shelby, Holloway, Maurer, and Price for the Rams. 1:43 left in the half. Shelby. Lucas going to make a move to the bucket. Runner no good. Tip back not there. Rebound now to Althoff, but they throw it away. And then technically an over and back for the Rams, but that official picks it up, who's doing a good job tonight. Yeah. Rams force a turnover, turn it right back over. Good peepers. $35-22 now. Lead a baker's dozen for Althoff. Luke Smith with it, throwing to the top. De'Aaron Hill, dribble drive, inside, forces contact, misses a shot. It'll be 2 at the line for De'Aaron Hill.
We mentioned in the pregame, Althoff, not a ton of height, but don't mistake that with not being strong. They are big, strong dudes.
WMIX-FM, Mount Vernon, and all of Southern Illinois, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. Walgreens Distribution Center has a variety of opportunities, including Monday to Friday work schedules with no weekends. They even have leadership opportunities available. Walgreens is an equal opportunity employer and welcomes individuals with diverse talents and backgrounds. 36-26 as the first free throw is good for De'Aaron Hill Jr. 36-22, pardon me. Whew. One thing you can count on when you get to the shot center is they definitely are not afraid of the boiler or their furnace, whichever. Second free throw good. 37-22. The lead is 15 for Althoff with 1:23 remaining here in the second. Right-hand dribble across the half line here for Marlon Price. Looking right, may hand off. Nope. Going to go to Pro. Eli gives back to Price near the half line in front of the scorer's table. Then right back to, that's Trevor. Big blue bar in front of me, and I'm leaning down. I should be sitting up as Maurer tries a three. Banks it in. An SI Tile and Carpet Supply three. He has 5 in the quarter. And it is 37-25. I believe they might have just called him Cole Meyer over the PA.
Yeah, when you bank it in, you're just happy to take what you can get.
Absolutely. At least it was a name called in reference, and it was close, I guess. 38 seconds left in the half, 37-25, and the Rams probably can't wait to get to that locker room and talk some things over.
And I think Althoff's going to clear out here, and I think this is a matchup they like.
26 seconds left first half, 37-25, the home team. The Crusaders are on top. Grismala, there on the deep wing, met by Trevor McClure with 17 seconds left. He'll kick left. Johnson for a three. For the bank, it's good. He has the answer. SI Thailand Carpet Supply 3, 40-25. Rams across the timeline. Brogan Holloway with 5. Over to Trevor with 4. McClure with it. Going to drive. At the buzzer. No good. And that'll take us to halftime. We'll have your Mountford and Quick Lube halftime show coming up. 40-25. Althoff at the half. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Hear what they're saying about the new Mount Vernon Quick Lube.
Best service ever.
Outstanding. The customer service was excellent. The wait time was perfect, and the pricing was better than expected.
Love it. Fast, friendly, and very professional.
I guess that's why they call them Quick Lube. With Quick Lube, you're in, out, back to conquering your day. Cruise on into Quick Lube along Broadway in Mount Vernon and see why they're faster, friendlier, and cleaner than the rest.
You need insurance to help protect things that mean a lot to you. You need coverage that's affordable because we all have a budget. At Country Financial, we get it. For close to 100 years, we've offered insurance and financial services to help protect what's most important to you and to help prepare for your future. Best of all, I'm here to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. In other words, we've got your back. I'm Josh Finley, your local Country Financial representative. Call me at 618-242-4024.
Find your next career today at Culver's of Mount Vernon. Want flexible hours, work in a fun and energized environment, and get paid starting at $15.25 an hour? And get raises for great performance. Start today at Culver's. They're like working for family, but with less drama. Apply at culvers.jobs and search for Mount Vernon, Illinois. You can also apply in person at Culver's at Veterans and 42nd in Mount Vernon. Join the Blue Crew today at Culver's of Mount Vernon. Again, go to culvers.jobs and apply.
Ho, ho, ho. These 24s gotta go. Hi, this is Roger Collins. It's a year-end blowout at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon, and we're pricing 25 vehicles to move, most at invoice pricing. 8 Toyota Tacomas with 3.99% financing for 60 months, 2 Corolla hybrids with $1,700 off, and 2 Prius hybrids that must go. Hurry before they're gone. The clock is ticking on these incredible deals. Visit Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon or check out munkintoyotamountvernon.com today, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Mount Vernon Quick Lube halftime show starts now.
Indeed it does. And here at the half at Althoff, it is the Althoff Crusaders 40, the Mount Vernon Rams 25. From the Orthopedic Center broadcast booth for this Mount Vernon Quick Lube halftime show. Of course, we should tell you that Mount Vernon Quick Lube, they're car care experts rival any race car pit crew. They're faster, friendlier, and cleaner than the rest. Shop their storefront at dollarsavingdeals.com for $25 off your next oil change. That's half price. Oh, boy. Hank Evans alongside. I'm Chris Hugo and Hammer. We'll get to the stats next segment, but for this Ram team, just Althoff's off to a hot start. They've not stopped, and for the Rams, they've managed a comeback within 4, and that's just as close as they can get.
Well, we were worried about Grismala and Deer Hill, and they've certainly done their part. It's a couple matchup problems, and really Hill right now is becoming a big problem as he's got 16 in the first half.
Well, exactly, and we'll get to all of that coming up on your Michael Croshan, Edward Jones halftime stats. Here at halftime again, it's Belleville Althoff 40, Mount Vernon 25. We'll take a break, come back with those stats on your Mount Vernon Quick Loop halftime. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
You've seen prices rise from the dinner table to the pump, but Allstate agents are seeing ways to save you money on insurance. From starting a new policy to bundling coverage or even driving safely, Allstate agents know how to maximize your savings. They'll share their knowledge as they help you personalize your coverage. Because when it comes to seeing all the ways to save, Allstate agents do it best.
Contact Mount Vernon's Allstate agent, Paul Shields, today.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois welcomes Natasha Rhodes, nurse practitioner, to their staff. Natasha specializes in orthopedics with special interest in spine and is accepting new patients. Her clinical experience lies in neurosurgery with concentration on adult geriatric primary care. Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is changing the face of back and neck care by providing comprehensive treatment with a personal approach. Visit orthocenter-si.com or call 618-242-3778.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets, but it's only one part of a comprehensive retirement strategy. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture so you can work toward meeting your unique retirement goals. Go see Michael Croshan, your Mount Vernon Edward Jones advisor at 1726 Broadway, or call 618-244-5990. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Looking for convenient banking with a local touch? Welcome to People's National Bank. With their easy-to-use services and friendly bankers, they're here to make your banking entire experience smooth and personalized. From checking accounts to mortgages and agriculture loans and more, they're always here for you. Experience the difference with People's National Bank, where convenience meets community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
94.1 WMIX and the Section 618 app, as well as those of you watching on the WMIX Sports YouTube. Halftime at Althoff. The Crusaders 40, the Rams 25. This is your Mount Vernon Quick Lube halftime show. Mount Vernon Quick Lube at the corner of 20th and Broadway in Mount Vernon. Faster, friendlier, and cleaner than the rest. Thank you to Mike and Sarah DeLees for bringing such a service to the King City. Almost open a full year now. We're about 11 months in to Mount Vernon Quick Lube. I'm Chris Hugo. Hank Evans alongside and Hammer as we get into these Michael Croce and Edward Jones scoring and stats. I fear what they tell us.
Well, we'll start with the Mount Vernon Rams as they have a big hole to climb out of here at the half. They were 5 of 11 shooting from two-point range, 4 of 13 from three. They probably need to try to get inside a little more. 9 of 24 from the field. 5 of 8 from the foul line. Rebounds were even at 13, and turnovers were a little bit of an issue. 6 for Mount Vernon, and a couple of them led out to runouts. 3 turnovers for the Crusaders. Scoring for the Rams, it was Holloway with 3, Marlon Price 6, Shelby, who I thought played awfully well defensively in the second quarter, he had 2, Jake Page 3, Trevor McClure 5, Maurer 5. Need to get Maurer and Barnes going. Barnes with only a single free throw. So your top 2 scorers combined for 6 points. That's got to change in the second half. For the Crusaders, 8 of 12 shooting two-point range. 6 of 13 from 3, 14 of 25 from the field. 4 of 5 from the foul line. They put 5 players in the scoring column. It was Luke Smith with 5. He had Kyle Johnson with 5. Zach Winkler had 6. Grismala had 8 in the first quarter, and as we said, Shelby shut him down the second quarter, held him scoreless, so he had 8 in the first half. And then I got De'Aaron Hill Jr. with 16 points, and he's just, I don't know if Mount Vernon or maybe most teams, for that matter, have anybody that can stop him. Althoff jumped out 25-12 after a quarter of play. Mount Vernon scored the first 7 points, got it to 25-19. And then a little bit of foul trouble. Lieb picked up his 3rd foul, and then maybe they played better with him on the bench, as they end the second quarter strong, and they lead it at the half. It is the Althoff Crusaders 40, the Mount Vernon Rams 25.
Halftime stats are presented by Michael Croce, and Edward Jones, representative in Mount Vernon. Of course, if you're thinking about retirement, maybe your 401k is likely one of your most important assets. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into that entire retirement picture. See Michael Croce in Mount Vernon. Edward Jones, member SIPC. We'll take a break, come back. Get you set for the second half of this one. It's 40-25, Althoff. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Insurance has been a hot topic lately for most people. Car insurance, home insurance. It just seems to get more expensive every year. And it's something we can't go without. It's your local State Farm agent and Jeep guy, Tony Will, reminding you this is where an agent comes in. My team is able to help you cover your needs and talk to you about the risks of going without it. You know, like understanding what happens when you have a car accident without collision coverage, or have a basement and don't have the proper coverage when water comes in. So before this happens to you, reach out and let's visit about it. Talking to us is free and quotes are free. Give us a call or find me online at TonyWilt.com.
Pain in your back, neck, or spine can be serious. Maybe it's time to make an appointment with the doctor who's been doing complex spine surgeries and orthopedics in Mount Vernon the longest, Dr. Salem at the Egyptian Spine Clinic. When you make an appointment with Dr. Salem, you see Dr. Salem, not an assistant. He can pinpoint the problem and discuss options. With the region's top personal service for you in a time of need, Dr. Salem at the Egyptian Spine Clinic. Ask your primary care provider to refer you to Egyptian Spine Clinic across from PNB on South 34th Street in Mount Vernon.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams basketball, powered by People's National Bank.
94.1 WMIX and the Section618.com mobile app tonight. You can also watch us live, WMIX Sports YouTube, as we wrap up this Mount Vernon Quick Loop halftime. Mike and Sarah Tulise, again, we told you, open for about 11 months now in the King City. Be a year in January. We're glad to have them. They're proud supporters of the Mount Vernon Rams here on WMIX. And remind you, you can shop their storefront at dollarsavingdeals.com for $25 off your next oil change. There we go. 40-25 here. Chris Hugo, Hank Evans alongside. And Rams defensively have had some good spurts. Offensively, they've had some good spurts. Unfortunately, not at the same time.
Yeah, they just got thoroughly outplayed, unfortunately. And second half, Maurer and Barnes have to get going. We said Althoff's not the tallest team, but they are strong, and Mount Vernon's got to respond to the physicality.
Holloway will inbound here for the Rams as we start the third quarter.
As Shelby, defense earns you time. He starts the second half.
And has the basketball from the left corner going to the right wing, and we're going to have an illegal screen, I think, on Barnes.
Yep. Good call.
All right, Pat Lieb on the inbound finds Luke Smith. All the action presented by People's National Bank. Looking for that Walgreens Distribution Center first score of this third quarter. At this point, it'll probably be the Crusaders. Smith on the wing to the top. Grismala somehow shook his man, but took too many steps. Travels with the basketball. Turnover, Althoff.
If there's a positive so far, Shelby's really given Grismala fits.
Yeah, very positive. Key minutes tonight for LJ, and handling the basketball across the timeline. Trying that same play again. Far corner for Broken Holloway with 7:30 left. Now to Shelby. Thought about it. Coming left side. Left-handed. Will try to get some space. Working around. Lost myself. That'll happen. Holloway, though, did not lose himself. Yeah. Nice grip and rip three for Brogan. SI Talent Carpet Supply 3 balls is our Walgreens Distribution Center first score of the quarter. Now a 12-point game. 7:03 left in the third quarter. Oh. Grismala lost his man. Diagonal cut, got to the block, and easy lay-in. 42-28.
First points since the first quarter.
6:50 left here in the third. 42-28 on this Saturday before Christmas. Crusaders on top. Off of the far arc. There goes Marlin baseline. Shot was partially blocked. Rebound will go to the Crusaders. Grismala trying to go length of the floor. Goes left. Puts one up and in. Not much any defender can do there. 4 in the quarter, and it's 44-28. Certain guys just have it within him to be able to step up and do ridiculous things, and he did just that.
He don't get talked enough about.
I don't think so.
I should be reading more about him.
Shelby off of the sideline. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound Crusaders. That was just a case where the Rams took a 3, and unfortunately weren't in position to get a rebound. So Crusaders are in the offensive end here, right wing, throwing to the top. Lieb. Oh, now to Smith off a screen, and he'll knock down the 3 and celebrate. An SI Talent Carpet Supply 3-pointer, 47-28 rather. Rams will find Holloway far corner. Dribbles to the wing, now throws to the top. Price back to Maurer. Maurer tries a 3. It's no good back iron. The front iron not as kind. It'll go to the Crusaders on the defensive rebound. Now Grismala face-to-face with Shelby with 5:32 to play in the third. Crossover dribble, gets to the high post, shut off by Maurer. He'll go to Lieb. Lieb going to hand off to Hill for a three. Good.
Wow.
I didn't think it looked good when it left his hand, but somehow it just kept floating. Got to the hoop and through. 50-28, and S-Side Talent Carpet Supply 3. Timeout, Tim Holloway. Didn't want to be the guy that called the first timeout of the second half, but he is, and that timeout's presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, advanced care close to home.
We talked to the way over. Althoff's 2A, and, the subsectionals pairings are out. Not pairings, the assignments. They're in a subsection with Nashville, Pinckneyville, Breeze Central, Breeze Mater Dei, Columbia, Carlisle. There's going to be 2 regionals out of those 2 teams, but I can't imagine any of them want to see Althoff.
I want it.
I
don't know that I want to see him right now.
I'd like to. We could talk another half hour. I wish they could balance them out a little bit.
I whisper frequently throughout the day, sectional complex.
Well, yeah, what are we gaining? Because somebody on that first game don't have to drive 30 extra miles.
We do stupider things to fill schedules.
I want to see the best teams, and they're probably one of them, get through to the sectionals and on.
I guarantee you, Tim Holloway type, he'll drive. We're going.
Yeah.
We're going to Kentucky twice.
Yeah.
We're not scared. If the athletic department's proven anything, we're definitely not scared to travel and do what we need to do to fill out a schedule. So, not a big deal. That makes it sound like Mount Vernon's against it. They're not. It's the IHSA is just afraid to go back to that.
And then a 1A, 2A, after the top 4 seeds, those other numbers don't really matter. They just put whoever's closest drive.
Absolutely.
That's like, well, why do we play all year?
That's the subsectional format. Only the top 4 seeds matter. The rest is geographical and could be a disaster like 2011 Centralia Regional. 50-28 score.
That's my ramp for the day.
Off of the right wing. That's Page off of the inbound, and now looking back to Barnes. Hill gets a hand in there. That's going to be out of bounds off of Deere Hill. Stays with the Rams.
I believe let's see.
Marion and Effingham host the regionals in the Mount Vernon subsectional, and who knows who's going to end up where, depending upon how the seeds play out.
I hate to say it, 3A is easier to make a deep run than probably 2A.
Right now, yeah.
In the South.
Yes. Pass to the short corner for Maurer. His shot's no good. It's in and out. Rebound. Oh, and then stride. Deere Hill looked more like a quarterback than a running back. Found Smith, who immediately outlets. 3 no good by Winkler. Rebound Rams. In transition. Up the left side. Barnes to the bucket. Yes. Good job by Patton Lieb to avoid a foul.
Deere Hill, 51 touchdowns if the Post-Dispatch website's correct. That's in, I believe, 14 games. So
I would believe it. And chose Oregon football over Missouri basketball, too, if I understand correctly. Oh, sitting there wide open. Short corner. Zach Winkler does the rest on a baseline run, and he lays it in 52-30. Rams now looking for a sense of urgency. Have Page coming out of the paint, now to the wing. Dribble drive here to get back in. Kicks at the free throw line to Barnes. Head fake, no. Over to Shelby on the far sideline. And we'll have a whistle here, I think, maybe on Hill.
Correct. That's the first foul on Deere Hill, amazingly enough.
We're in the Orthopedic Center broadcast booth, and they specialize in a variety of treatments for various conditions, such as medication, physical therapy, and surgical procedures.
Now, the officials, this is where they've got their hands full right now. There's stuff happening off the ball. Good job there.
Trying to keep a bruised ego from leading to a physical bruise, which, by the way, if you've been hurt on the job, call Hannigan and McGovern, 618-241-9251. Experience you can count on, a reputation you can trust. 52-30 the score. Rams down quite a bit, but Page throws into the paint, but too hot to handle. Other way in transition off of the turnover is Winkler. Shot blocked by Maurer. Kale throws it off of Hill out of bounds, and will stay with the Rams. Heads up play by the junior.
Yeah, it's getting rough right now.
It is. And with 3:33 left in the third quarter, 22-point game, 52-30, Rams trailing. Maurer slips lead, throws to the left side here for Price, looks for Barnes on the right wing. Dave trying to find Jake Page. Does. Page has it near the top, throws to Maurer. Contested 3 on the way. Good. S-Side Talent Carpet Supply triple. Mr. Maurer. Got his name right that time. 3:10 left in the third quarter.
The 1-3-1 zone look for Mount Vernon.
Right hand dribble here. Ooh, a hook pass. And that's going to be a deep 3. Grismala, no. Missed it that time. He is human. Foul on the rebound is, I think, an inadvertent thrust will cost Maurer a foul here. He was just trying to bend back for a rebound and ended up his knees into the back of Patton Lieb. Oh, boy. So Smith will inbound here for the Crusaders. Baseline inbound left of the hoop. Finds De'Aaron Hill. And the back tap out of bounds. Looks like last touch by Althoff. Casa Raya's menu has a wide variety of flavorful options, from a traditional ribeye to sizzling fajitas. Have an unforgettable experience at Casa Raya, 3106 Broadway, back in the King City. Night like this, you might want to add a cold beverage. 52-33 score, 2:42 in the third. Rams at the basketball free throw line. Page right back to Barnes. Short corner here, trying to get into the paint against Hill. Up and in and one, baby. Count the bucket. It's a three-point play brewing here at the free throw line as Barnes now has 5 unofficially. 52-35 with a chance to make it 52-36.
And that was a man against man right there, Hill and Barnes.
Free throw, however, no good. Rebound goes to Althoff, so that part of it does not work out. Congratulations, Milena Zadelis. This week's Josh Finley Cutter Financial Ram of the Week. Josh Finley and Cutter Financial, now located at 814 Harrison in Mount Vernon, or look for Josh Finley at CutterFinancial.com. 2:15 left in the quarter. Elbow pass ends up on the outside. Now corner. No good on the three-try Winkler on the pass from Hill. Rams the rebound. Shelby quickly into the front court, trying to direct traffic. Uses the ball screen, goes diagonal cut, tapped away. It'll go to Althoff. It's a Ram turnover. Woof.
Got Mount Vernon with 9 turnovers.
After 3, Marion leads Harrisburg 40-24 in boys action today. Edwards County, your Conrad Allen champ, 64-51 winner over North Clay. Scoreboard updates furnished by Tony Welch, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Look for the red State Farm Jeep around town and get to a better state with State Farm, as I believe this is the first time out burned by Greg Lieb tonight.
Yeah, he's just kind of been relaxed over there, and it's easy when your team is playing as well as the Crusaders are. They're for real. If we had any doubts on the way over,
I did.
There's no doubts now.
I doubt everything, so there we go.
And I want to watch and see how they play at the Collinsville Holiday Tournament. They'll be tested over there, but they may be one of the. They could win that.
Of course, stamped with the gold seal of approval for quality. Choose SSM Health for your care. SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, is in Mount Vernon. It's 52-35 here. The Althoff Crusaders on top of the Mount Vernon Rams. They'll have the ball out of the timeout. Greg Lieb, one of the funny guys in the business, and I'm sure he'd be the first to tell you he loves sitting back a whole lot more than having to actually get in there and dig deep into the X's and O's when there's a lot of talent. Grismala, that talent. Left block, lay-in. Off a nice pass. It's 54-35.
He's a Flora native, I believe, and I see they go to Flora at the end of the year. I believe his brother Phil's last season.
Yep, I thought that was a nice touch.
That'd be a tough night for the Wolves. I hate to.
Yeah. I have a feeling they all knew what they were getting into.
Yeah.
So Price, a big bucket in the paint, and just made it look easy, as tough as it may be. 54-37 with minute 7 left in the third quarter, presented by People's National Bank. PeoplesNationalBank.com. They tell me PNB means people need Bernard. At People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. 54-37 score. It's a 17-point game. Rams with it off of the far sideline.
I could go a lot of ways with that one.
Yes, sir.
We love Chris Bernard.
Mount Vernon Township High School Sports Hall of Famer, as a battle between Hill and Barnes. We're going to have a foul there, and they just need to get away from each other.
And now we got a technical. I believe that'll be on Barnes.
Well, they need to stay away from each other. And the only thing I will say to the officials is they had an opportunity to break them apart as they were walking away and did not do it.
Yeah, you probably want to try to get in there as quick as you can.
But you can't police it all.
But they're big boys, too. Well, we got a mess is what we got, and we got a long way to go. We got a whole nother quarter.
I don't envy him to sort this out.
Okay, the original foul's on Hill.
Yes. That should be free throws, I believe, shouldn't it? Was he shooting? Oh, the technical is on De'Aaron Hill, as announced by the public address. What? How's he shooting 3?
Yeah, I think be 2.
I don't know what's happening, but the first free throw is on the way and no good by Maurer. Folks, I wish I could explain to you what just happened and what is going on.
All right,
but
the best I can tell, personal foul on Hill, then a technical foul on Hill, and it looks like nothing on Barnes.
Okay.
So Mount Vernon came out okay on that.
That's right. There was no shot. It was away from the ball. That's the 2 technical free throws that just happened, and now the Rams will have possession.
Yeah.
There we go.
Now, to add on that, that's 3 fouls on Hill.
I scrolled back on the stream a little bit. So if you ever miss anything, just know you have DVR capability on the WMIX Sports YouTube. That's what I do. 43 seconds left. Rams off of the inbound side of the bounds. Here's Shelby coming to the left. Now working free throw line against Grismala, trying to push away. Throws to Maurer up top. Kale wants a 3. Misses a 3. Rebound tipped. It'll be to Brown. 27 seconds left in this third quarter. Video stream presented by Paul Shields, your Mount Vernon All-State agent. We're in the Orthopedic Center broadcast booth. As almost an over and back for the Crusaders. Good save, Grismala. Gets it back at the circle, throwing to the right side for Winkler with 11. He'll look underneath. There's Johnson. His shot's going to be blocked partially, but he's also fouled. And the Rams will send him to the line to shoot a pair toward the end of this third quarter.
This zone's worked pretty good for a couple minutes. Mount Vernon's trimmed a few points. They're going to have to try to get down to 10 points by about the 4-minute mark.
JV made a nice comeback. They won 44-37 after trailing most of the game.
I believe they were down 11 after the third quarter and stormed back.
Holloway's back into the game. First free throw good for the Crusaders, now 55-37. We'll look for a Mount Vernon Culver's player of the game in our Egyptian Spine Clinic post-game show. Both free throws good. Juicy Butterburger or maybe your favorite frozen treat at your Mount Vernon Culver's. Whatever your pleasure. Shelby making a case for the award as he tries a 3. It's no good. Rebound underneath. Tipped out of bounds by Althoff, but time expires. And that is how our third quarter comes to a close. Althoff 55. The Rams 30.
56.
56. 38. Okay. All right. Scoreboard on screen's inaccurate. It's accurate now. We'll take a break, come back. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Craving comfort food? Joe's Pizza and Pasta in Mount Vernon has oven-baked specialties that will straight up hit the spot. Try mouth-watering sausage and peppers, chicken parmesan, or baked meatballs. Stop by 819 Jordan Street, just south of the square in downtown Mount Vernon, or go online to orderjoes.com. Joe's Pizza and Pasta in Mount Vernon's oven-baked goodies you won't want to share. Trust your taste buds will thank you.
I'm at the movies, asking people if they'll switch seats with me for $574.
Here, take mine.
So what about $574 if you switch your home insurance to Allstate?
Too much work.
Not if you call them. They handle the switching.
Now, that's a plot twist.
Shh. Check Allstate first, and you could save hundreds on quality home insurance today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Mount Vernon's Allstate agent, Paul Shields, today.
Not available in every state. Based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary.
Back to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX.
94.1 WMIX and the Section618.com mobile app. You can watch us live on the WMIX Sports YouTube. There's tons of whistles going on. Not sure what just happened. It's out of my peripheral vision. I know Crusader Crew was letting some people have it. I know that trail official is highly upset. But Althoff starts with the basketball on top, 56-38, here to start the fourth quarter. Johnson with it off of the right wing to the top for De'Air Hill. Looking for that Walgreens Distribution Center first score of the quarter. The foul is on the floor. As Hill continued for the layup, it was almost blocked by Cale Maurer, but neither of those statistics matter because the foul on the floor, no shot technically.
Third foul on Page, and you're going to see the officials tighten her up. I could bet you money.
Oh, baby. Runner. Layup no good. Grismala. Rebound. Trevor McClure off somebody's phalanges and out of bounds. They're going to say off of Althoff. Pretty good deal there for the Rams. 56-38. Man, as I just tweeted on my personal account, I didn't know I bought a ticket to the struggle bus today. Goodness gracious. Page across the timeline with 7:33 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Out of the corner is McClure. Trevor dribbling to the top, finds Brogan Holloway. Enough screen to get a 3-shot off and no good. Rebound, Barnes over the defender. Going back up, stripped. I started to say no call. There's a call. What's the call?
You're going to see a lot of fouls this quarter. That's the 4th foul on De'Aaron Hill.
Indeed. We'll have the Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame show coming up with those Michael Croce and Edward Jones scoring and stats. Oh, yeah, a Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard update. We'll try to get that Marion final tonight. I think that's the only South 7 team in action today.
They're another team I don't know what to make of. I haven't seen them, so just...
We see them, I think, on January 10th.
I think they must be decent.
Yeah.
I mean, they...
Rams made one free throw out of all that. Rebound, Althoff, 56-39, 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Grismala with it in front of the center circle with 7 to play. 56-39 score, past a screen left, getting to the sideline. Looking to Brown in the corner. What can he do for us? Looks like he'll dribble out and get back to Grismala. Opens up a seam, layup. Oh, no good, rare miss. Rebound, however, is tipped. Then tipped again, right back to Grismala. Backdoor to Conway. And then a scrum to the right wing. Leads to a 3 out of the corner by number 25, Winkler. And then he missed. Put back by Conway is no good. Oh, goodness. Now the Rams get it into the front court. Barnes coming off the baseline. Missed that. Tip back, I believe, Maurer.
Yes, Maurer.
It is 56-41, a 15-point game here. 6:14 left in this fourth quarter.
Mount Vernon stays in the zone.
Timeout before a foul, looks like.
We're going to have to start trapping, chasing here pretty quick.
Is this a Crusader timeout?
I think so.
Regardless, it is sponsored by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital. Get quick care for you and your family at SSM Health Care Clinics. It's wellness that works with your schedule in Mount Vernon. 6:08 left, fourth quarter, 56-41 score. It's a 15-point game. Not where the Rams want it, but
if they're going to make the run, it's going to be right now with Hill on the bench. He'll probably sit probably at about the 3-minute mark, if I was guessing, 3 or 4 minutes.
Well, and you hope it starts to take some of the pressure off of defending Grismala.
Yeah.
But we'll see what they throw out of this timeout. Video stream presented by Paul Shields, your Allstate insurance agent in Mount Vernon. Visit Paul at 2100 Broadway and get a free quote.
I got Hill with 19. Grismala, who we said gets 20 about every game, he's got 14 this game. He'll probably get there. And Maurer and Barnes having a much better second half. Maurer with 11 and Barnes with 5.5, 6 in the game.
Well, if you've missed your opportunity to see the Lady Rams do their magic this year, they're 10-1 on the year. They'll be at the Benton Rangerette Christmas Classic, or you can see them at home on January 4th against number 1 and 2A Breeze Central. Good luck. 3 coming, no good. They're playing all comers this year. As the Rams got a rebound there, and there's going to be a foul, I think Conway, but we'll see.
At Benton tournament, I see, who'd I see? Alton, Civic.
They're
Civic's
back there.
A good team.
Yeah.
But it's hurt the Mascoutah tournament. I think they're
12
down
teams.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Is that the first time? And
that's the first time I remember. It doesn't mean it's the first time, but it caught me off guard
and
when
I'm
I saw those
guessing
parents.
Because Benton, some of them are just tired of getting killed over there.
Yeah. And Benton's become a great tournament.
Yeah.
As now, off the spin, Barnes leans in, forcing a shot. No good. Tip back. Maurer's not there, but a foul is. And I think that's going to be on Cale. They're going to get a reach on Cale here on the rebound. He thinks he's going to the line to shoot, too, not realizing the foul's on him. And I like this guy here.
Yeah.
This guy has explained a lot of things tonight with good communication. And forgive me, sir, I don't know your name, but I like how he handled that situation there with Cale. Explain what happened. So, kudos. 5:46 left, fourth quarter, 56-41 score. They're going to work full court here.
1-2-2 trap.
Wide open 3 it leaves. 3 on the way is no good. Rebound Page. That was out of the corner, I think, Winkler. Page across the timeline. He is fouled. This is on Conway.
Going to be a lot of whistles in this fourth quarter. Boy, Hill already back in.
Back in. Can't leave anything to chance, I suppose.
4 fouls. We'll see who he defends.
Walgreens Distribution Center has an excellent benefits package. Competitive pay, on-site health clinic, 401k, and also newly added performance bonuses. An equal opportunity employer. Good ball fake leads to a turnaround jumper by Brogan Holloway. And it's 56-43. Rams a little more intense defensively here, but Smith across the half line to the left side for lead.
This is the closest Mount Vernon's been in the whole second half.
And now De'Aaron Hill back against McClure and stumbles and travels with the basketball. First time tonight I remembered to press capture replay, so we're going to look at this Brogan Holloway magic here. Just a good ball fake, faked everybody out, me included, and got the jumper to go. What a jumper right there. 56-43 score, 5:03 remaining in the fourth. Off a screen through the fingertips of Holloway, and it'll be a turnover on the Rams. People's National Bank is the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams. They provide secure, reliable banking with a personal touch. Find out more at peoplesnationalbank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Good tip there. By Hill to Grismala. Now across the timeline, Lieb. He's going to feed Hill. Coming up backside. Good back cut there by number 25, Winkler. He picks up a pair, and it's 58-43. Althoff is back up 15, and that spread just isn't changing much. Not much fluctuation. Bounce pass to the deep wing here for Barnes. Barnes back out of the corner, McClure. McClure looking around, sets a screen for Brogan. Brogan got a dribble drive, free throw line, step back, pulls up. It is no good. He was cocked and loaded on that one, just couldn't get it to go. Althoff into the front court. It's Hill past his man. Spins against Barnes. Shots blocked by Barnes and Maurer. Rebound, Kale. Nearly 4 to play in the fourth. 15-point game. Page going to find a reverse layup, but the razzle-dazzle doesn't pay off. Rebound, Althoff. They lead to a Hill layup. Forgot he doesn't dunk. 60-43. Rams down 17 under the 4-minute mark, and I don't know. Page coming off. We're got an illegal screen here. It's on Barnes. Let Josh Finley with Country Financial help you achieve your financial future. 618-242-4024. I think that's, what's that, 4?
I got 4 on Dave Barnes.
Elena Zadelis, this week's Josh Finley Country Financial Ram of the Week.
And 3 of them have been off the ball.
We'll get you a full scoreboard update coming up in our post-game show. As we have a final, Marion Harrisburg. But Grismala doesn't care about that. He cares about this layup in the paint. Kind iron, and one. Right down the middle, hot knife through butter. And Grismala is going to get his chance to go for point number 17 at the free throw line.
That'll be it for Barnes.
I think he leaves with what, 5?
I got him with 6.
Thank you. Missed a free throw.
Yeah. 2 baskets, 2 free throws.
So Grismala to the free throw line at 62-43. 63-43. Lead 20, I believe, now their largest lead of the night. Or close to it. Might have been 22 at one point.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
It was.
But they've led from the get-go.
Shelby into his defender. Spins, and what do we got here? Oh, actually got the foul on Grismala. I actually thought I saw that the other way, but I'll take their word for it. They're down there. Marion beats Harrisburg 50-37, and Page beats his defender on a post-up. Right block. 63-45, and the Rams think they have a turnover forced here. We'll see what this call is.
See Mount Vernon going at Hill now, try to get that 5th foul.
Scoreboard updates presented by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon with 15-plus years of service in the King City. TonyWilt.com, or look for that red State Farm Jeep around town. 3:10 left, fourth quarter. Rams down 18, 63-45. Little diagonal cut across the paint. Good turn back there by our guy, L.J. Shelby. Big bucket, 63-47.
He's only a sophomore, correct?
Yeah.
I like him.
Went for the steal there on Grismala. Price picks up on backup defense. It'll be Hill left. His shot's blocked. They call the foul on Page. Make him earn it.
Yeah. Page, we call that the rule of verticality. You got to stay straight up.
2:52 left in the fourth, 63-47. That's the 4th foul on Jake. And it'll be in a baseline inbound here for the Althoff Crusaders. Wiping up some hustle there beneath the bucket.
You stole that from Mike Richardson,
I did.
Didn't you?
Worked with him many years on the showcase.
The man knows basketball.
Absolutely.
He taught me a lot.
Used to trivia at Bobo's with Michael back in the day. It's a clean house, too. I'm not going to lie. .252 left, fourth quarter. 63-47. And Hill's first free throw is good, as it is bonus time. He'll have another. At People's National Bank, your satisfaction is their priority with a range of banking options and great customer service. They're here for you. People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Both free tosses are good for De'Air Hill at 65-47. Lob over to the left for Holloway's defender shaken, and three no good. Took it from the left wing, no good on the three. Rebound to the Crusaders, and now Althoff trapped, and will have a foul. It'll send the Crusaders to the line. This will be Luke Smith. Not to be confused with Nick Smith, which I have called him a time or two. What is happening?
I think we got a timeout.
Okay.
Yeah, timeout.
I didn't see the mechanic or motion from either coach, so it is a timeout. I think they said Crusaders over the public address.
So
that would explain that because I can't see Greg Lieb.
State title in soccer.
Yep.
A couple of those guys are state somehow 1A in football, and that's a whole nother.
Yep.
I don't understand that, but state title in football, a couple of those guys are out here. They could win basketball, and I wouldn't be a bit shocked.
Wouldn't be surprised at all. Now, I will say this. The girls won a state title in soccer last year. Same guy coaches boys and girls, and they're on a nice run with all their sports.
Yeah, it's the same athletes playing different sports, which I kind of like to see. And just leaving the public-private debate, that's a whole nother deal, but it's just a great group of athletes.
Well, different people have different feelings on it. Some agree, many don't.
I just don't understand how you classify in the class. How are you 2A? There's 4 classes of basketball. You're 2A.
Yeah.
So that would tell me you'd be 3A or 4A in football.
You would think. I don't know.
I mean, they probably could have won any of them.
Yeah. You think about the number of schools that play basketball versus the number of schools that play football. Sort of like Centralia's 3A, but almost dropped to 4A. It's enigmatic. As Patton Lee wants a three. No good. Rebound out of the zone for the Rams. It'll be Shelby from Price. He'll pull up from the high post. It's no good. Rebound to the right now for Luke Smith. 65-47, 2:12 left in the fourth quarter. We're not far from your Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame show. Ball fake here, De'Air Hill. Poked by Price, but De'Air saves. Gives to the outside for Winkler. No good. Rebound now. We're at a hockey game. Rebound Rams, and they get into the front court. Price went up with it, lost it. Cale Maurer saved it, and it'll be out of bounds off of Althoff as it rolls over the baseline. We have the 2 minutes left in the period announcement. Usually that's 1 minute in hockey, but I hear a lot more under the speaker than I have in the past. Used to, for perspective's sake, we used to be further down, actually behind the Althoff bench, and this year we're behind the Mount Vernon bench. I do like it a little better. But we're going to have a timeout, I think. Nope, just a sub. So Conway's in, Winkler's out. Rams have Page, Price, Shelby, Holloway, Maurer. Inbound Shelby baseline, goes to the left for Maurer, now to the wing Page, up top Price, back to the wing for Holloway. Trying to shake his defender, gives to Cale for a three. Contested as it may be, it's no good. Hooked on a rebound try, but no call, and it'll be Althoff basketball. 94 seconds remain in the fourth. Rams trailing by 18, 65-47. And we're going to see subs galore. Right wing. Backing up here is Grismala with a minute 22. We have a foul, and Grismala will go to the line for a pair. Keaton Plummer, Jordan Sledge, Sailor Clugston, Daniel Nelson, and Zay Nesbitt.
It's going to mess up my scorebook.
It will.
As Grismalo go to the line. It's 17 on the night. Averaging 21.
So the Rams are going to drop to 6-3 going into the Centralia Holiday Tournament. They will meet Glenwood on 12/26 at 9 a.m. First free throw good for Grismala. Second one good. Makes them both. As Cantner checks in for the Crusaders. 67-47, a minute 18 left here, presented by People's National Bank. Plummer with it left wing, looking for the dribble drive, nothing there. Fresh subs in for both teams. Clugston back to Nesbitt. Up top, saw Navante Nesbitt here a moment ago. Pass is too hot to handle for Plummer. It'll be a turnover.
Boy, what a career he had.
Indeed. I was refreshing myself on the memory of some of his stats.
I know his junior year he led him in about every single thing.
Mm-hmm. I think he finished number 7 all-time in scoring.
But it was just that rebounds, assists, steals. I mean, just a stat sheet stuffer.
67-47, kicked basketball out of bounds. We're late in the fourth, 54.8 seconds left. Again, all the action tonight, every night, presented by People's National Bank. Inbound will be to Brown with 51 seconds left. Probably going to do something you won't be able to do next year with the shot clock. Air out the basketball a little bit.
Boy, I wonder how that's not so much suggesting the.
You want a rant, I'll give you one.
I think just how to run it and who's running, when to reset it, and it got reset and it shouldn't have.
Yeah. Rams get a steal there off a bad jump stop for the Crusaders into the front court. Some schools can't run the game clock. How are you going to expect them to run a shot clock? Diagonal cut, Zay Nesbitt gets his varsity bucket tonight. 67-49, 19 seconds left. And the Althoff Crusaders are going to be 9-2. And the Rams' 5-game winning streak will stop there. It's snapped. There you go. Time expires. Final score, the Althoff Crusaders 67, the Mount Vernon Rams 49. We hope you'll stay tuned for the Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame show. We'll come back to Althoff. Have your Michael Croce and Edward Jones scoring in stats as well. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With Mobile Deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB To-Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB To-Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
Chris with Bean Insurance Agency. We've been serving the listening area for over 20 years. Our office has a combined experience of over 75 years of insurance knowledge. We have multiple companies to choose from, so you get a great rate, and we strive to provide the best customer service around. This combination has won Bean Insurance Agency multiple awards over the last 20 years. Call today and find out for yourself at 618-242-6017 or stop by 1310 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Hi, I'm Marty with Huey and Newell Funeral Homes. No one wants to stay where the pain is. Our natural instinct is to fix it or make it go away. There are some kinds of pain that never completely leave. They can, however, change over time. We're here to help your family begin a healing process and to help you see there's light that shines through the darkness. We are Huey and Newell Funeral Homes, showing compassion and helping others find hope now and many years to come.
It's not just about getting an oil change. It's about how quickly you're back on the road, humming to your favorite tunes. Quick Lube on Broadway in Mount Vernon, where faster meets friendlier and clean is the scene. Their attention to detail sets your ride apart from the rest without breaking the bank. Cruise into Quick Lube today, because when your car purrs, you know you've chosen right. Quick Lube. Quick, clean, complete. Ready to serve you and your ride on Broadway in Mount Vernon.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame show starts now.
Back at the Shot Center at Althoff here in the Orthopedic Center broadcast booth. 67-49 is your final score as the Mount Vernon Rams fall on the road tonight to the Althoff Crusaders. If you have neck or back pain, see the longest residing spine surgeon in the Mount Vernon region, Dr. Salem at the Egyptian Spine Clinic, 34th and Broadway, across from People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. With Hank Evans, I'm Chris Hugo here from Belleville. And Hammer, I know you're finishing up those Michael Croce and Edward Jones scoring and stats, but for the Mount Vernon Rams, all you do and all you can do is really just tip your cap and look now to the Centralia Holiday Tournament on the 26th.
I think this is probably a score that will open some eyes around probably Southern Illinois, and it's not a fluke. They were the much better team, and they're going to be a handful for anybody, certainly in 2A, but they can play 3A, 4A basketball no problem. So it was, if anybody had a question how good they are, I think they certainly answered that tonight.
Without a doubt. We'll take a quick break here. We'll come back on your Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame with your Michael Croce and Edward Jones scoring and stats. It's all still to come. Rams drop one on the road tonight. 5-game winning streak comes to an end. 67-49 your final. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," you need to talk to Michael Croce at your Mount Vernon Edward Jones office. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Stop by his office at 1726 Broadway in Mount Vernon and turn someday into today with Edward Jones financial advisor Michael Croce. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon is the premier assisted living facility focused on providing accommodations that reflect love, compassion, and dignity. We offer beautiful private apartments, restaurant-style dining, 24/7 assistance, medication reminders, transportation, and fun. Relax and unwind on the patio. Socialize with friends and neighbors. Enjoy live entertainment, shopping trips, on-site events, and more. Come on in and start living again because life is good at the Woods. Call to schedule your private tour at Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon, 618-241-9518.
If you are looking for a new career, Walgreens Distribution Center in Mount Vernon is hiring. Walgreens offers an excellent benefits package, competitive pay, on-site health clinic, 401k, performance bonuses, shift differentials, full-time employment, and maintenance technician openings. Plus, they have walk-in Wednesdays every Wednesday from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. No appointment necessary. Walgreens is an equal opportunity employer and welcomes individuals with diverse talents and backgrounds. Walgreens promotes and supports a drug-free workplace.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check that your seats aren't in the visitor section first before buying tickets.
I'm so excited for this game. I can't believe you got us tickets.
Me too. Wait, are we on the wrong side?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
This is going to be a long game.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact your local Allstate agent, Paul Shields, today to see how you can save.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Follow us on social media at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball.
94.1 WMIX FM, Mount Vernon and all of Southern Illinois. A free service from Withers Broadcasting, top of the 9 o'clock hour in the Central Time Zone. As we're back at the Shot Center on the campus of Althoff Catholic High School, where the Mount Vernon Rams just fell to the Crusaders, 67-49. I'm Chris Hugo with Hank Evans alongside, the latter of whom has the Michael Croce and Edward Jones scoring and stats.
All right, first for the Mount Vernon Rams as they fall to 6-3 on the season. 13 of 27 shooting from two-point range. Shot it poorly from deep, 6 of 22. 19 of 49 from the field, 39%. Free throws, again, you play these better teams, you got to cash in better than 7 of 13. Rebounding about even, 28-27 Mount Vernon. Turnovers 12 for the Rams, only 8 for Althoff Crusaders. Individual scoring for Mount Vernon, it was Holloway with 8, Marlon Price 8. Shelby, who I thought really showed something tonight, had 4, mainly defensively. Jake Page 5, McClure 5. Dave Barnes had 6. Zay Nesbitt had a late 2 off the bench, and then leading the way, it was Cale Maurer with 11. For the Crusaders, they improved to 9-2 on the season. They shot it 14 of 21 from two-point range, 8 of 24 from 3. It's 22 of 45 from the field, 49%. excellent free throw shooting team, 11 of 12 from the stripe. 5 players in the scoring column. It was Winkler with 10, Johnson with 7, Smith with 8, Grismala had 19, and then leading the way, it was De'Aaron Hill Jr. with 23. It was all Althoff to start, 25-12. After a quarter, Mount Vernon got it to within, I think, 6. It was 25-19 before Althoff stretched it out 40-25. And then they jump out the third quarter, get it up to 20-22, and Mount Vernon was never able to really get back in the game. So here from Belleville, the final score, the Althoff Crusaders 67, Mount Vernon Rams 49.
When someone asks, when is the best time to start saving for retirement, Edward Jones financial advisor Michael Croshen's answer is always today. Let Mike help identify your unique goals to build a strategy to achieve them. Call his Mount Vernon office at 618-244-5990. Edward Jones, member SIPC. We'll take a break, come back at our final thoughts on Mount Vernon Culver's player of the game, and one final Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard update. Stay tuned. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
You need insurance to help protect things that mean a lot to you. You need coverage that's affordable because we all have a budget. At Country Financial, we get it. For close to 100 years, we've offered insurance and financial services to help protect what's most important to you and to help prepare for your future. Best of all, I'm here to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. In other words, we've got your back. I'm Josh Finley, your local Country Financial representative. Call me at 618-242-4024.
Ho, ho, ho. These 24s got to go. Hi, this is Roger Collins. It's a year-end blowout at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon, and we're pricing 25 vehicles to move, most at invoice pricing. 8 Toyota Tacomas with 3.99% financing for 60 months, 2 Corolla hybrids with $1,700 off, and 2 Prius hybrids that must go. Hurry before they're gone. The clock is ticking on these incredible deals. Visit Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon or check out munkintoyotamountvernon.com today, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois welcomes Dr. Anthony Garino, a pain management physician specializing in all procedures of the spine. For over 25 years, Dr. Garino has helped thousands of patients live a higher quality of life through cutting-edge treatment and his personalized approach to pain management. Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is changing the face of back and neck care. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Garino, call the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois at 618-242-3778 or visit them online at orthocenter-si.com.
Never had a Culver's Butterburger? Here are the 3 things you'll want to remember. Fresh, never frozen beef. Seared after you order. Crowned with a lightly buttered, toasted bun. I guess that's why the #1 reaction to eating a Culver's Butterburger is, whoa, that is some burger.
Welcome to Delicious. And your new favorite are seared after you order Culver's Butterburger.
Culver's at Veterans and 42nd in Mount Vernon.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Mount Vernon Culver star of the game is next.
Final score 67-49. The Mount Vernon Rams drop one to Althoff on the road here at the Schott Center. As we're back on your Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame show. Of course, they have Dr. Salem, who has been seeing patients in Mount Vernon for almost 10 years. He's Johns Hopkins trained as a spine surgeon, so when it comes to the spine or orthopedics, nobody takes care of you better than the Egyptian Spine Clinic. Ooh, now maybe the toughest part in a game like this, that Mount Vernon Culver's player of the game.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going De'Aaron Hill.
Okay.
He was the best player on the floor, and that's probably going to be the case most nights. If I can do an honorable mention, well, I'm going to. I thought Shelby really showed something to the coaching staff, and I'd say I'd be interested to see where his minutes, they're probably going to go up here at the holiday tournament.
He's definitely proved worth and value and ability, and absolutely.
It really showed.
Well, let's wrap up with some scores tonight. Then we'll get you our final thoughts on this one. Boys basketball today, Sacred Heart Griffin beats future Ram opponent Chatham Glenwood 59-55. The Titans are now 5-4. Marion beats Harrisburg 50-37. The Waltonville Spartans are 10-0 after today's 76-44 conference win over Red Hill. Benton remains undefeated over Carmi-White County 67-38. Nashville edges Carterville 47-44. At the Greenville Shootout, Olney beat Monticello 55-47, while at the Sullivan Shootout, Pinckneyville beat Teutopolis 53-38. Father McGivney, a conference foe to Althoff, beat Waterloo Jabot today 55-47. They played the trophy games at the Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament at Wayne City today. 9th place goes to Sandoval. A forfeit win over Lovejoy. Woof. 7th place, Thompsonville beats Sisney 55-41. 5th place, Grayville beats Crab Orchard 79-55. Weber, in a rivalry matchup over Wayne City, takes 3rd place 65-52. And the championship goes to Edwards County with a 64-51 win over North Clay. Girls hoops today. Wow, Matt Patterson and the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals play a tough schedule. They lost to Vienna 71-42. Marion beats Harrisburg 78-67. Tough one for Carbondale today. The Lady Rams just found this out on Thursday. Marion on Tuesday. They beat Cahokia 68-17. Nashville all over Carterville. This kind of shocked me. 85-12. Wow. And then the Candy Cane Classic Championship game saw Columbia beat Waterloo-Jabot 50-26. Scores are presented by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Find him online, TonyWilt.com. Look for the red State Farm Jeep around town. And before we get to your final thoughts on this one, did any of those shock you?
85-12.
I'm not used to hearing that out of Carterville, but I understand that they're down.
Yeah, and Nashville's ranked number 2.
Yes.
Defending runner-up, and they brought everybody back. So that's what happened there.
And then Cahokia is struggling this year. We saw them on Thursday night at Chagnon, and tough to handle that type of game. But a credit to those girls for getting up and putting that jersey on.
Numbers is a problem on the girls' side. You're seeing more and more like just 8 players in the whole program, and it's just you're not going to be very good if that's the case.
And so this is where I eat crow, and I'm not talking about our camera guy over there, but I didn't think a lot of the Crusaders and their record and factoring that the teams they've beaten are combined 42-41. I did try to lend credit to the Centralia win and the Central throttling at Mount Vernon, which I did not. We did that game on YouTube. I didn't buy into it. This is a very good all-top team, and if they're this good, keep in mind they lost to Mount Zion and Lincoln up at the Lincoln-Eaton tournament without Deer Hill.
Took Lincoln to overtime and lost 6 or 8.
I was like, okay.
To Mount Zion. They just kicked Mount Vernon's tails tonight, and I tip my hat to them. And if you get a chance to watch them, I encourage it. They are a darn good basketball team.
And having seen some of Tim Holloway's scouting reports and the prep that he puts into games. In fact, last night I would have sounded completely ridiculous without it. He lent it to me to learn more about Miller Career Academy since I flew solo last night. And I know these guys will know everything that Chatham Glenwood does, everything the Titans do, probably what they had for Christmas dinner on the day before.
They help us a lot, too, that people don't know about. I can go ask them anything, and they may say, well, I'd rather you not say that on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
But they're super helpful.
And so my guess is they'll be uber prepared come the 26th. So that said, I believe those are our final thoughts and probably good enough for a game like this. And we'll all travel back to the King City, celebrate the holidays coming up. And Henry, glad to have you back tonight, and thank you for filling in.
Enjoyed it. Tried it a little rusty, but we finally got to riding a bike.
I told you.
All right. Well, I look forward to doing it again here sometime.
Can't wait. So there we go. That's us tonight. For Hank Evans, for Jeff Crow, for Shauna Pugh. For all of us at WMIX Sports, I'm Chris Hugo. One more time with the final score. Althoff Crusaders 67. The Mount Vernon Rams 49. We wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. So long from Belleville.
This has been Mount Vernon Rams basketball.